Hey guys, so today I received this awesome Topstone wolf from the Mask Hunter. He sent this in to the Paleface & Co. House of Mask Secret Santa. I sent in that clean Ozfest Jester. As you can see, if you look at my collection there, it's missing because it is off with someone else. Soon to be found out. I haven't found out who got it yet. But I received this in my end of the Secret Santa, and I am beyond stoked. This is definitely not the way that I expected to start off the year with in terms of scores and all that kind of stuff. Now when Hunter sent me this, or when Hunter sent it in, and he Paleface, and yeah, so I'm just gonna talk about the history of the mask real quick. Just basically say what Hunter said to me. He said that he bought this about 4 or so years ago off of eBay for around $50, I think is what he said. When he saw it, he said that he was pretty fooled by it and thought that it was an original Topstone, but he said he wanted to buy it just to make sure, because if you guys know anything about these masks, you'll know that there are many, many, many knockoffs and ones that look very, very similar, but aren't, in fact, the actual thing. And what people will say is that you can tell if it's real or not by, and this was sent to me like this, with this coming off. I'm gonna do some stuff later to it to just get it glued back on there. Well, what it'll say is it'll say Topstone, and then the year, whatever, I think it was like the 80s or something like that. As you can see on there, there is no stamp, or anything in the sculpt or the mold, or in the cast itself, and that's what led Hunter to believe it at first wasn't one. He was like 90%. He thought it was, but then he was like, okay, maybe it's not because of the stamp. I was talking to Mike Covert though, and I take Covert and Hunter's word for basically everything, in terms of rare mask related stuff. So they're two very reliable sources. And Mike obviously held this mask in real life. Him and Bishop, over at Paleface & Co. When they got this, they said, "Wow, there's someone, Hunter sent in an original, Topstone piece," and basically, when they were looking around at it, they're like, okay, this is 100% of Topstone. But they looked down and they said, okay, there's no stamp. That's weird. However, what Mike had said is that knowing Topstone and these mass-produced companies, some mold there, there's multiple molds of these possibly, that sometimes sizing could be slightly different, and even there could be a defect in the mold or something, and the stamp itself doesn't actually show up. So that Covert said that it's a 1,000,000% an original, not some knockoff. He said it's totally a real one. I'm probably going to take his word for it, and even if I found out that it was not, I would still treat it like an original. Something else that Covert said was that this was 100% Topstone latex. Obviously, these were made by different company, or knockoffs were made by different companies with different kinds of latex. People like Covert and Hunter have owned knockoffs of these, and hearing Covert say that this was a real one, definitely makes me believe him on that. And so well, Jesus, what was I gonna say? I just totally lost my train of thought here. Something else that they had both said was that they had never seen a copy like this necessarily. What Hunter had said was that he had never seen a copy like this, because if this was a knockoff, he said it would almost be too good to be true because of the amount of detail and the amount of similarities that are in this, as compared to an original. He said that he's never seen if this was a knockoff, he had never seen one this good. So yeah, I think it's an original personally. I'm going to continue to do more research. I'm going to treat it as an original and think of it as an original, to be honest. You guys can call this an original. It's a really interesting piece. I'm really glad to have it, it was in the hands of multiple, crazy people in the hobby. It's a special piece with Hunter. It definitely went to a good home here. Over there, it's going to be right over there with my Jester there. And I'm really happy to have it. I'm very thankful for the entire, Secret Santa thing. I think that it turned out great for the people who actually send in good stuff. Also, you might be wondering why there are pins here, or tacks or whatever. I'm putting it there because this thing came pretty misshapen. It came misshapen to me, and it came misshapen to Hunter. I'm just putting pins in there to get the eyes somewhat back to shape. I'm going to try to do what I can with this thing to get the hair, you know, looking a little better. Glue that back on down there, and then maybe get the mouth a little reshaped, maybe stuff it a little bit or something like that. But overall, I mean, I don't think there's much I can do about these teeth here. Those things look pretty far gone to me. But I'm going to do what I can to preserve it here. And yeah, take care of it. So I'm very happy with this. Thanks to Mike, Bishop, Jasmine, AJ, and Hunter over there. Really means a lot having this thing. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video.